The following is a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio. Our coverage of Dowling Catholic Sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Mercy One, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Fast Signs in Clive, Blessman International, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Bosun the Florist. Thank you for supporting Iowa Catholic Radio.
And a very pleasant good evening and welcome to the Ankeny High School Gymnasium as we get set for girls and boys high school basketball along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. My name is Mark Amadeo, joined by Mike Burkert. Our studio producer is Brady Grimm. And Mike, the last regular season girl-boy basketball doubleheader in the CIML involving Dowling Catholic is tonight. And the Maroons on the road taking on Ankeny, a team that they played about 10 days ago. So kind of a rematch when you play your conference opponent twice. These two teams match up twice in the last 10 days. And here we are. And the postseason is on the horizon, as is the incoming winter storm.
That's true. Yeah, we've talked about that earlier tonight, is that it's a good thing this game is Tuesday night and the storm is coming in sometime this evening or late tonight, hopefully. And tomorrow we'll be digging snow.
That's right. Digging or pushing snow or snow blowing snow. But yeah, this kind of a heads up.
We're going to get our exercise tomorrow.
We have kind of a semi-quasi false alarm earlier, about a few days ago, about a storm. But yeah, you better get your groceries, you better get your gas for your snow blower, and you better be ready to go with salt and sand, because we're going to get a good one apparently, and it's on the horizon. And I know my partner for Game 2, Mr. Cataldo, he's got to get out of here so he can try to beat the storm. He's headed up north, so he's going to overnight it up there in northern Iowa. So he's got get some traction into that. But hey, tonight it's the final regular season girl-boy doubleheader. The girls' final regular season game. So the Dowling girls and the Ankeny girls will have 11 days off. Both of them will be either a 1 or a 2 seed. Dowling will be a 1 seed. Ankeny will be a 2 seed. And they will not play until Saturday, February 22nd. So I'll probably ask you this later on, Mike, but what do you do for 11 days when you don't have a game at the end of the year? You're used to it in preseason when practice starts. You got 2 weeks before your first game. Well, now your season's over. You played 21 regular season games, and now you got to wait 11 days before the postseason, the real tournament begins.
I think you give your team a little bit of time off. It's been a long season, a lot of games, a lot of practices, a lot of wear and tear on their bodies. Mm-hmm. And my guess would be, I'm just going back historically when Bob and Sharon and John were coaching, is that they give them a couple days off just to kind of refresh their legs a little bit, mentally kind of get in a good spot. And then you kind of work into a light and then hit it pretty heavy, on trying to work out the kinks, the little things that you've looked at. You probably, I'm going to guess, will scout themselves. That's what we used to do, and see what our tendencies were, and see if there were certain things that we were showing that we shouldn't show, and what maybe some of our opportunities were, and you have some time to work on those until you play that first game.
Yeah, absolutely. And these two teams have played each other once before, and Dowling a winner 60-40 back at Dowling about 10 days ago. And now you can probably throw all that out the window because now the rematch is here. And after tonight, it's 10 days off for both Dowling and Ankeny girls. So the boys, on the other hand, both Dowling and Ankeny boys, which will have that game, the second game of our doubleheader, they will have non-conference games beginning this weekend and next week. So I think Coach Carlson's Ankeny team has 2 or 3 games left. I know Dowling has 3 games left. The Maroons will not, both the Dowling girls and boys will not play Friday, but the Dowling boys play Saturday non-conference against Norwalk at noon at the Dowling gym. That'll be a home game. We will not carry that on radio. So something to kind of look forward to as we wind down the season. But for me, I look back, the last girl-boy doubleheader, every night you're preparing for 4 teams, and then it'll just be 2. So I kind of look forward to that as much as I look forward to November when we were starting all that, Mike.
Yeah, no, people don't realize how much you prepare for all these games. The preparation that you put in with all your, I want to call them cheat sheets, but you're very detailed in what you have here. when you spend time talking with the coaches beforehand to check on, who's sick, who's injured, kind of their tendencies, who's going to start. I don't think that people maybe realize how much preparation you put into doing all this stuff, and it shows. And because there's a lot of stuff that we end up doing on the fly as we go.
Yeah, that could happen any night on the fly. We've seen that with technology. Although tonight everything's working. Mike Baker, the athletic director, Tom Day, one of the assistants, helped us out, and we are courtside. I mean, literally on the baseline, right between where the baseline and the sideline meet here at Ankeny for like the fourth straight time. I love this spot. There's very few things you can't see, but there are ways to kind of overcome that. But I love this spot because the seating capacity in the gym. You would have a bad back by the time you're up there, because I see the guys doing the live stream. Yeah. It's like they're going to have, I don't know, they're young enough so they may not have that happen. But with me, you're in a cramped, it's not the best setup for a brand new building, but I'm sure they'll work that out. But
no, the only thing they need is maybe we'll have to hire some security people. Is if somebody comes flying out of the baseline, all of a sudden, if it goes blank, it's because they've knocked over the table and everything's gone sideways.
It can happen, and we do our best. But, you have Ankeny, the Ankeny Hawkettes. They come in with a record of 9-11. I just talked to Coach Toby earlier, Nathan Toby in his second year, and they're awaiting the postseason. They know they have to get through Dowling. And the Dowling girls come in with a spectacular record of 17-3. They've won 4 in a row and 12 of the last 13. Both teams have lost to Johnston twice this year. And matter of fact, Ankeny has lost to Waukee Northwest twice, but Dowling has beaten Northwest. That was the Maroons' last game on Friday night. But both teams healthy. We talked to both coaches, and they're ready to go and try to get the regular season ended tonight. Obviously, there'll be no practice tomorrow with the incoming storm, and then you get ready for the postseason. But tomorrow, all the 4A and 5A girls teams will find out their opponent, because the girls' union will release those matchups. They've already released classes 1A, 2A, and 3A, but 4A and 5A, those matchups for regional and postseason action will be released tomorrow sometime.
Yeah, it's always a time that all coaches are kind of looking forward to, because that's what you're playing your regular season for, is to get yourself a good seed, hopefully get yourself a top 8 seed, so you have kind of home court advantage for that opportunity to go down to play in the state tournament.
All right, let's take a look at the games going on tonight across the Central Iowa Metro League. These are all girl-boy doubleheaders. Waukee is at the other Ankeny school, Centennial, on just northwest of us. Johnston is at Valley, Urbandale at Southeast Polk, and the Waukee Northwest boys have the night off, but the Northwest girls are hosting Ballard up over in Waukee tonight. And by the way, up at Ankeny, head coach Bob Fontana, the boys coach at Ankeny Centennial, is being recognized with the Iowa Basketball Coach Association John Wooden Award. They'll present Coach with that either between games or at halftime. Not sure how they're going to work that out, but hats off to Bob Fontana. Congratulations to him. Over 30-some years coaching, and I happen to be blessed to coach 5 of them with him of his close to 40 years in the business. So
that's pretty cool. That's quite an honor.
It is. Like that. It is. In the Iowa Lions tonight, in boys-only game that got underway, will be getting underway soon, to be Ballard Huxley at Des Moines Hoover in a boys-only game, 6:15 tip-off. These are all girl-boy doubleheaders. Roosevelt at Fort Dodge, Marshalltown at Lincoln, Des Moines East at Mesa City North, Des Moines North at Waterloo East, and teams that have the bye tonight, the Ames girls and boys, along with the Tumwa girls and boys and the Hoover girls. And finally, the Little Hawkeye Conference tonight, all girl-boy doubleheaders. Newton at Norwalk, Dallas Center Grimes at Pella Christian, Indianola at Pella, and Oskaloosa at North Mahaska. So those are some of the matchups there. Alongside Mike Burkert, Mark Hamadale, we'll come back after this 1-minute break. Brady Grimm is our studio producer, and we will have starting lineups and preview the Dowling Ankeny girls game coming up along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Health powers life. From the delightfully routine to the truly uncharted, at Mercy One, their caring doctors focus on just that, so you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife. Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com, 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
And welcome back to the Ankeny High School gym. Alongside Mike Burkert, Mark Amadale, as we get set for Dowling and Ankeny, girl-boy basketball doubleheader on this Tuesday night. Glad you could join us on this, Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. Brady Grimm, our studio producer. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for the visitors from Dowling Catholic in their road maroon uniforms with gray and white trim. And the Maroons come in with a record of 17-3. They're second ranked in Class 5A. And Dowling will be back to their normal starting lineup, back to the regular starting lineup, I should say. They will start captain Ava Zedeker, a 5'10 senior at point guard, wearing number 13, leads the team with 19-point average. The other guard is captain Layla Tritton, a 5'9 senior, averaging 9.5 points, wearing number 15. And the third guard is Katie Muller, 5'11 sophomore, averaging 8.5 points. She wears number 11. At one forward and captain, Ellie Olson, a 5'10 senior, averaging 4.5 points, just under 5 rebounds. Olson will wear number 5. And at center for the Maroons is Ellie Muller, a 6'2 junior, averaging 17.5 points, leads the team with 11 rebounds. And she will wear number 23. So for Dowling, it'll be Ava Zedeker, Layla Tritton, and Katie Muller, the three guards, with Ellie Olson and Ellie Muller in the paint. Dowling averages 64 points on offense, gives up 46.5 points on defense. The head coach in her 9th year at Dowling is Kristen Meyer, 163 wins, 57 losses. And she is assisted by Joel Danner, Audrey Favor, the guy that walked in front of us earlier, Tom Donahue, and Lisa Morrissey-Smith, the JV1 coaches. And now for the Ankeny Hawkettes. The head coach is Nathan Tobey in his second year, 22 wins, 21 losses. They come in with a record of 9-11, and they come in averaging just under 51 points in offense and give up 47 points on defense. And the Hawkettes will start this lineup. At one guard, Savannah Gage, a 5'11 senior, headed to St. Thomas to play college basketball, averaging 11.5 points. Gage will wear number 2. The other guard is Kyla Schatveld, a 5'8 junior, averaging 3.5 points. She'll wear number 4. At one forward, Jayla Williams, a 5'10 junior, leads the team in scoring and rebounding, averaging 14.5 points, 8 rebounds. She'll wear number 22. And the other forward is Ainsley Keene, 5'10 junior, averaging 11 points, 6.5 rebounds. Keene will wear number 23. And at center for the Hawkettes is Reagan Baldwin, 5'10 junior, averaging just under 7 points, leads the team with 36 made threes. Coach Nathan Tobey is assisted by Gary Birdwell, Cody Myers, and Laura Reese. So that's the tail of the tape there, Mike Burkert. Any final thoughts before we send it back to the studios for our pregame prayer and a word from Dr. Ryan?
I think that it's going to come down to, for Dowling, what they did in the first game. They got off to a 23-9 first quarter start. And if they can get off to that kind of a start again, it'll be tough for Ankeny, I think, to be able to battle back, because there is a definite height advantage. They just need to limit their turnovers. They're not real deep, so they need to make sure that they play defense without fouling. Ankeny just needs to make sure that they get back on defense. They can't allow a transition going, and they got to recognize that Dowling has a really good secondary break.
Yes, they do. The Maroons out-rebounded Ankeny's 38-29 in the first meeting, and the Maroons had 9 block shots, and Ellie Muller had 3 of those 9. So we'll see how that all transpires. So we're going to take a break right now. We'll come back with the tip-off between Dowling Catholic and Ankeny here at the Ankeny Gym. But first, a word from Dr. Dan Ryan, the president of Dowling Catholic High School, and our pregame prayer with Father Reed Flood. Alongside Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Amadale. We'll return with the tip-off, Dowling and Ankeny, here at the Ankeny Gym on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Hi, this is Dr. Dan Ryan, president of Dowling Catholic High School, and welcome to another season of exciting Dowling High School basketball. We are proud to be partners with Iowa Catholic Radio, not only broadcasting basketball, but also being partners in preparing Christ-centered leaders for life. Go Maroons!
Hello, my name is Father Reed Flood. Let us pray together for the coaches, players, and trainers for this athletic competition this evening. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your gifts. We ask that you bless all those involved in this athletic competition this evening. We ask that you keep them safe and that they show good sportsmanship. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Saint Sebastian, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Support for programming funded by Blessment International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmentinternational.org.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
And welcome back to the Ankeny High School Gym as we get set for girls and boys high school basketball tonight along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Alongside Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Amadale, courtside. Right on the baseline and sideline meet, that is us. A little table here, and we're all set to bring you high school girls and boys basketball, the final girl-boy doubleheader of the regular season. And Mike, these two teams playing each other twice in the last 10 days, and it didn't happen very often because everything's kind of spaced out, but it was Ankeny and Waukee Northwest, so the Maroons are going to see twice in a couple of weeks. And anything different as far as coaching? I mean, you just get the, as Coach Danner has always provided us, you get the coaching game plan and see what the scouting report is. It doesn't change much in 10 days unless there's an injury or something of that sort.
That's true. It's always one of those things where you kind of know what the other team does, you know what you can do against them. It's more, I think, about playing against yourself. I think you're playing to make sure that you improve on the things you need to improve on. You need to take good shots, you need to play good defense. If you do the little things, do the fundamental things, things will turn out pretty well for you.
Dowling still ranks second in Class 5A as Johnson remains the number one team in the final the rankings that came out last week. Waukee Northwest third, Ankeny Centennial fourth, and Cedar Rapids Prairie at number 5. And 6 through 10 as Pleasant Valley, Davenport North, Iowa City West, Iowa City High, and Iowa City Liberty at number 10. Waukee is 11th, Southeast Polk 14, and the Ankeny Hawkettes at number 15. So the rankings haven't changed. I think the new ones will probably come out, if not tomorrow. They may come out Thursday, but postseason regional for brackets will come out for the girls in classes 4A and 5A tomorrow, and everybody is looking forward to that because they'll know their road to state. And we're underway as Dowling wins the tip. Ellie Muller jumping up against Reagan Baldwin, and Maroons going away from us because we are on the baseline, so they're going away from us. And here's Dowling with the ball first. And Maroons in their maroon uniforms, white numbers, and gray trim. Hawkettes in their home white uniforms with maroon trim. And now Dowling on the baseline. They have the ball slapped out of bounds. It'll be Ankeny basketball. So Maroons in their first possession work the shot clock, Mike, and commit the turnover.
Did Ankeny played very good defense on that possession. It was man-to-man. They did some switching. They wouldn't allow Ava to penetrate in the middle there. And when they tried to go baseline, they were double-teamed and lost the ball out of bounds.
All right, here's the Hawkettes with it. Savannah Gage, Carla Shatveld, Jayla Williams, Ainsley Keene, and Reagan Baldwin at the 5, and now they turn it over as Williams has the ball taken away from her by Ellie Muller. And now here's Tritton with it for the Maroons. Layla in the lane, puts up a shot off balance, no good. Good defense that time by Shatveld, and forced the off-balance shot by Tritton. Rebound Hawkettes. They get the ball down court. Here's Baldwin in the corner. Left wing, left baseline. Now they swing it up top to Gage, guarded by Olsen. Gage backs in on the right elbow, kicks it back out to Shatveld. Over to Baldwin, fakes the three. Now drives the lane, is stopped. Now a long three coming by Shatveld. No good. And a rebound out to Dowling and Olsen. No score, 6:40 to go first quarter. Dowling and Ankeny here at the Ankeny gym. Now here's the Muller sisters playing catch on the right side. Ellie on the right block, bodying in, puts up a shot and draws the foul. Shot was actually blocked by Gage, who drew the assignment, and she'll pick up the foul. That'll be the first foul of the ball game on Ankeny.
Yeah, that last three-pointer by Ankeny was tipped by Ellie Muller, so they'll give her probably a block shot for that one, but she definitely did not allow that shot to get up in the air.
And Muller at the free throw line, a 66% free throw shooter is Ellie, the 6'2 junior. Hits the first one, and we have a score. It's 1-0 Dowling with 6:30 to go here in the first quarter. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Ankeny. Williams with the rebound all the way down court. Layup, good. That's Savannah Gage going coast to coast. So it's 2-1. Ankeny by 1 with 6:15 to go here in the first quarter. Katie Muller for three, and it's good. That didn't last long. The lead by Ankeny. Katie with her 27th three of the year. And Dowling with a 4-2 lead. And now a shot by Ankeny, no good. Get the offensive rebound. Put back, no good. Another offensive rebound by Williams. Fall-away jumper, good. Third opportunity for Ankeny there, Mike, and they made him pay. And Williams, or rather Keene shooting score. Or check that, Williams shooting and scoring.
Yeah, they were aggressively at the rebound. Dowling did not block out properly, and they went and got the ball.
Now Olsen, a three-pointer that's no good for Dowling on the right wing. Rebound Hawkettes. Here's Baldwin for three. It's no good. And rebound Ellie Muller. So one and done are the Hawks. And now Dowling the other way.
I think it was Layla Tritton got that one.
Tritton, she did. Shoots and scores on the far end. So her first basket. 3 Dowling players have scored thus far. 6-4 Maroons, 5:10 to go first quarter from the Ankeny gym. Glad you could join us tonight as we bring you this pre-storm game. Here's a shot in the lane. Williams no good. Gets her own offensive rebound and put back up and good. Jayla Williams, their leading scorer and rebounder, averaging 14.5 points, 8.5 rebounds, and she got another offensive board to make Dowling pay there. We're tied at 6, Mike.
Yep, Ankeny's crashing the boards, and Dowling's failing to block out right now.
Olsen inside. Now they kick it out to Katie Muller. Top of the key for three. Good. Katie Muller with her second three. She has 6 points tonight. 9-6 Dowling. And the Hawkettes with the basketball in the front court. Here's Keene for three. Top of the key. Good. Tied at 9. Ainsley Keene with her 30th made three of the year. 4:15 to go. We're tied at 9. Dowling and Ankeny. Now here's Tritton with it. Fakes the three. Now gets it back from Olsen. Tries to go to the left side. Picks up her dribble at the left elbow. Now out to Zediker. Davis gets it over to Olsen. Ole in the lane. Now is double team and throws it away. No, they're going to say Dowling basketball because it went off the hands of Ankeny as Ole had the ball deflected once she tried to make the pass in the corner. So Zedeker will inbound it.
Yeah, right now, Dowling is kind of standing around on offense, having one person kind of try to drive and post up. They need to get their movement on their offense working here.
All right, 1 on the shot clock, and then Zedeker's shot is up, and they're going to say a shot clock violation as the shot was no good. So good defense by the Hawkettes as we're tied at 9, and Ankeny a chance to take their second lead of the night.
Yep, and I did come up with an abbreviation for the shot clock violation on the OER. So
you did?
I did. SCV.
Perfect.
Original.
Add that to the Hansen stat book. Love it. All right, here's Savannah Gage for 3 from the right wing. No good. Over Tritton. Rebound Dowling and Ellie Muller. Ellie dribbles in the front court. Down the lane. Backs in. Right block. Little scoop shot underneath. Left it short. And a rebound Gage, or rather Chatfield and Ankeny. There's Williams with it. Guarded by Zedeker. Shot up too strong. No good. And a rebound Dowling and Ellie Muller. Lit on a basket for both teams. Katie Muller to Olsen, back out to Zedeker, who's been quiet tonight. You can thank Chatfield for that. Now Zedeker drives in the lane. Pull-up jumper up, no good, left it short. Olsen with the rebound, her putback no good. And a fight for the rebound, and out of bounds to Ankeny. Tied at 9, 2:54 remaining. First quarter, Ellie Olsen will take a seat on the bench. Dowling's first substitution is Macy Harnden, 5'3" senior. Averaging 3.5 points, 2 rebounds, 20 made threes coming off the bench for the most part this year. Although she did have, 4 starts, I think, on the season.
Yeah, Ankeny's doing what they need to do right now. They're playing a good defense. They're kind of keeping it tight here. They got blown out in the first quarter of the last game.
Now here's Keene with the shot, top of the key, no good for Ankeny. Down the other way with the rebound. And now Ellie Muller comes down. Puts up a shot, no good from the top of the key. Rebound Ankeny. So lit on the basket. Hawkettes with the ball in the front court. They get it to Gage with it. Guarded by Macy Harnden. Now picking up her dribble is Mosier, who's in the lineup. Jade Mosier, 5'11" senior, in the lineup for the Hawkettes.
Look for them to get the ball to Gage. Gage has a mismatch.
You ask, and she receives. She has the ball right now underneath the basket. Now she got herself caught under there. Looking for an outlet, gets to Mosier. 3 on the shot clock. Mosier underneath the layup, too strong, no good. Rebound, Katie Muller and Dowling. Outlet pass goes to Tritton in the front court. Tied at 9, minute 45 to go. Ellie Muller for 3, it's no good. And a rebound out to Ankeny. Here's Williams in the front court. Jayla down the lane and draws the foul. Ran right into Ellie Muller, and that'll be her first foul. First team foul on Dowling. With a minute 37 to go in the first quarter. Again, tied at 9. Ellie Olsen will come in for Ellie Muller. And Ankeny with substitutions. Reagan Baldwin back in, along with Allison Hawkins in for the first time tonight, number 5, a 5'7" junior. And Jenna Hallbrook, 5'9" sophomore, in for the Hawks, wearing number 3. Ankeny inbounds the ball. Hawkins throws it in. Gets to Hallbrook. Now to Mosier. So the Hawkettes with 3 of their reserves in this juncture. Final minute and a half of the first quarter.
They're working the ball around to take some time off the shot clock here.
There's Williams with it. Gets it over in the corner. Now they reverse it. Baldwin top of the key. Right wing 3 by Williams, no good. And the rebound, Ellie Olsen and Dowling. 1 and done are the Hawkettes. And now in transition, Katie Muller for 3, no good. Ball slapped out of bounds off Olsen, and it'll be Ankeny basketball. So both teams holding each other to 1 shot, and both teams settling for 1 shot. Dowling, 1 pass and a quick shot. And Mike, I think the Maroons will probably look to move the ball around a little bit better.
Yeah, I think so. And even what you just talked about, the 2 times that Ankeny was able to get offensive rebounds, they put those back and scored. So they were 2 for 2 for offensive rebounds and scores.
Well, here we are tied at 9. It seemed like we've been on that score for about 3 minutes, and we have 54 seconds remaining in the first quarter here at the Ankeny gym. Not a bad crowd for a Tuesday night.
Yeah, both teams have 6 possessions and not scored. So,
all right, here's Keenan back in the lineup for Ankeny. Kicks it up top to Hallbrook. It's Jenna Hallbrook with it, the sophomore. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Keene with it. stops at the free throw line and throws up a shot, missed everything. Rebound, Ellie Moeller and Dowling. Maroons the other way. Moeller's lead passes Zediker, threw it away. That is several rows up into the student section on the far baseline. It'll be Ankeny basketball with 24 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Skeffington's More Formal Wear, Mercy One, Fast Signs and Clive, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. This is game one of our girl-boy doubleheader tonight. 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter of the girls contest. Tied at 9. Shot clock is turned off, and Ankeny going to hold for the last shot. Gage has it between the circles. Savannah guarded by Tritton. Now Gage double teamed by Zediker. Almost lost it. Lisa for Baldwin on the baseline. Her shot blocked out of bounds, and that is how the quarter will end with the score. Dowling Catholic 9, the Ankeny Hawkettes 9, in a battle of two top 15 teams in Class 5A. Second-ranked Dowling and number 15 Ankeny. Tied at 9. Back with the second quarter in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com. Building a relationship with a primary care doctor is one of the easiest ways to stay healthy. Schedule your annual checkup with a Mercy One doctor so you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
And we're back here at the Dowling Catholic Ankeny game here at the Ankeny Gym. We start the second quarter of the Ankeny basketball. We're tied at 9 alongside Mike Burkert, Mark Amadeo, as we're underway here in the second quarter. Chris Thomas, Travis Graven, and Grant Mandernack are our three officials. We got to get them in during the introductions, and the Hawkettes with the basketball. And now we've got an illegal screen and an offensive foul on Ankeny. And I think Ainsley Keene was a guilty party. That is her first foul. And that is a second foul overall tonight on Ankeny. So that's the first foul of the second quarter. Dowling with one foul in that first quarter. It was on Ellie Moeller. And now here's Katie Moeller in the front court. The Maroons go back to their starting five. They do. And now they work it underneath to Ellie Olsen. Back out to Zediker for three. Good. Ava Zediker. And that's her first 3 points of the night. That is Dowling's third three of the first half. And the Maroons lead at 12-9. Ankeny's led by 1 point. Dowling's led by as many as 3. And we've been tied more than we've had a lead, it seems like. Here's Baldwin for three for Ankeny on their offensive end. It's no good. Rebound Dowling. Maroons in transition. Hawkettes getting back tonight in transition. They saw what the Maroons had success against Waukee Northwest. Here's Olsen for three. It's no good. Rebound Ankeny and Shatveld as the Maroons were lights out Friday night as Dowling went 12 of 25 from three-point range against Waukee Northwest. Now we got a turnover by the Hawkettes as Layla Tritton will come in, replacing Macy Harden, who got the second quarter start. Mike, look some of
the first quarter, neither team shot the ball well. Dowling was overall 3 out of 11 for 27%. Ankeny was 4 out of 16 for 25%. Rebounds, the 9 to 8 for Ankeny. Turnovers, Dowling 3 to 1 over of Ankeny. Free throws, there was only 2 free throws shot in the first quarter. Dowling was 1 for 2. Ankeny did not shoot a free throw.
Whistling a foul as Dowling had the ball. They lob it into Ellie Moeller, right block, and a foul on Gage. So on Savannah Gage, that is her second foul. And Nate Tobey may have to consider how much longer he's going to go with his second leading scorer tonight. Dowling inbounds the ball to Moeller. That's Ellie with it. Swing it to the left wing, and that is Tritton. Top of the key to Zediker. who's guarded by Jayla Williams of Ankeny. Zedeker now double teamed by Baldwin, and a whistle and a foul called on the Hawkettes. That'll be Jayla Williams picking up her first foul.
Yeah, Ankeny can't afford to have Gage get in foul trouble because she's guarding Ellie Muller. Done a nice job on it. And she's a good athlete and a good shooter.
Also, yeah, leading scorer. Now here's Zedeker with it as Dowling inbounds the ball. Get a brand new shot clock. Ankeny's playing that pesky defense. Maroons have not solved it yet. Here's Tritton trying to go down the lane. It's cut off that time by Shatveld. Now they get to Zedeker. Back to Tritton for three. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Dowling and Katie Muller. To Zedeker for three. Good. Ava Zedeker, boy, has she found that three-point stroke. Friday night against Waukee Northwest, I had her for 7 threes, and now a timeout, 30-second timeout called by Ankeny, with Dowling leading 15-9 with 5:48 remaining here in the second quarter. Mike Burkert.
Yeah, Ankeny called a timeout there. You've got a little over 2 minutes into the quarter, and Dowling has come down and hit 2 threes. You know, we talked about the first quarter of the last game was a 24-9 first quarter run by Dowling. Ankeny had a solid first quarter where it was 9-9. They don't want to get Dowling on a run here. Dowling's come out and now scored them 6-0, and 2 of the 3 possessions that Ankeny's had, they've turned the ball over. So I think he needs to call timeout, settle them down. You'll probably see a specific set or a play that they're going to run to try to get a good shot and see if they can stop this Dowling run at 6-0.
Yeah, it's been all Ava Zedeker with a pair of threes. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Blessman International, Boson the Florist, and Construction Professionals. All right, out of the timeout, Hawkettes have the basketball. Here's Gage at the free throw line. Can't get off the shot. Kicks it out to Shatveld. Dribbles between the circles. Shatveld, 5'8", guarded by Ellie Muller at 6'3". All right, here is Gage on the baseline and dribbles it on the baseline.
The third turnover in 4 possessions for Ankeny. That's not what they needed to try to stay in this one.
5:17 to go, second quarter. And it'll be another turnover. You got the stats right. What did Ankeny have for turnovers in the first half?
They had 1.
First quarter, rather, 1. Huh?
They had 1.
All right, Harnden in the lineup, and she pulls up and left unguarded and shoots it, and shot is no good, out of bounds. It'll be Ankeny basketball. Dowling 15, Ankeny 9. Maroons lead by 6 here.
First 4 possessions Dowling's had in this quarter, they've shot 5 threes. Not even taken an inside shot at all. Ava's 2 for 2, the rest of them are 0 for 3.
Dowling put up 25 threes Friday night. Hit 12 of them, hit half of them. Long 3 in the corner by the Hawkettes. No good by Keene, rebounded by Ellie Muller, and she dribbles in the front courts for Dowling. Muller drives down the left side of the lane. The ball taken away from her, stolen by Jade Mosier of Ankeny. Good hustle by Mosier. Ellie got 1 extra dribble in there, and that's what led to that to be taken away. And he's going with Harnden in the lineup now, replacing Ellie Olsen. Here's Mosier, right wing, guarded by Muller. On the top to Shatveld. They swing it left wing to Keene. Keene dribbles to the free throw line, trying to turn the corner against Muller, and she can. Shot put up on the baseline, no good by Shatveld, and the rebound Ellie Muller. So 1 and done is Ankeny. Maroons lead by 6. Here's Zedeker. Left elbow. Kicks over in the corner to Harnden. Back to Zedeker. Right wing, 3-point line extended. Ava guarded by Williams. And crossover dribble, and she loses her footing and loses the basketball. Here's Shatveld with it on the turnover. Hawkettes in the front court. Now, 3-pointer right wing, no good by Williams, and the rebound out to Dowling.
Ankeny's got almost 5 minutes without scoring here in this quarter.
Yeah, they have not scored since the first quarter. Here's Harnden, lob pass underneath, and it's stolen away by Mosier. Great job that time defensively by Jade Mosier. Now the Hawkettes get it to Baldwin, and she tries to find a guard, and she does, and Williams will dribble it up for the Hawkettes. Ankeny comes in with a record of 9-11. This is their final regular season game. Dowling's record 17-3. The Maroons rank second in 5A. The Hawkettes number 15 in 5A. And if those numbers hold up, they'll be in the same region, which comes out tomorrow. And now here's Keene down the lane, and her shot no good. And the ball out of bounds. A foul on Dowling. And that'll be the second foul on Ellie Muller.
Yeah, Ankeny's gone 14 consecutive possessions without a score.
Well, that may change here, Mike, as Keene to the line. First free throw good, so they get the free throw.
See, that curse didn't happen then.
No, it didn't. Keene tonight with a three-pointer, now has 4 points, and that's first free throws of the night by Ankeny. Second free throw coming by Ainsley Keene. That's good. Keene with 5 points, comes in averaging just over 11. 15 to 11, Dowling by 4. 2:35 remaining. Second quarter from the Ankeny gym. Glad you could join us. We're sitting here along the baseline and sideline. A long three, good by Zediker. That's her third three of the second quarter, and she has 9 points. Ava Zediker, 18 to 11, Dowling by 7. Dowling with the largest lead. Hawkettes with it. Here's Mosier from the left elbow, rather. Kicks it out to Gage. Gage dribbles in and travels. Savannah Gage tried to split the difference, and she ended up tripping over a foot and traveling.
Yeah, took a spin move there and spun right to the ground. So far, Dowling, every shot this quarter has been a three-pointer. Ava's 3 for 3.
18 to 11, Dowling with the lead. Under 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Halftime, we'll have a couple special guests. Ray Blaze and Eddie Marr. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the things going on with some podcasting that these guys are involved with, and we'll talk with Ray Blaze more about that. As Baldwin will check out of the Ankeny lineup as the ball goes out of bounds. And the Maroons will inbound the ball underneath their own basket on the south end of the gym. Get it to Zediker to Katie Muller. Swings it to Zediker to left wing. 4 on the shot clock. Zediker underneath, layup good. She beat Williams to the baseline that time to score, and Ava with 11 points. 20 to 11, Dowling by 9. Top of the key it goes to Keene. Now the Hawkettes swing it to the right wing to Williams, guarded by Zediker. Jayla picks up her dribble. Now gets the ball back, brings it inside. Shot blocked by Ellie Olsen. Ball slapped around, and Zediker comes away with it. And now Dowling running with a minute to play. In transition, here's Tritton. She gets the pass from Zediker, layup up and left it short. Ball tipped around and picked up by Mosier. Hawkettes with it. There's the other way we go. In the front court, dribbling with it is Shatfeld. Kyla gets it top of the key to Gage. Final 40 seconds of the first half, 20 on the shot clock.
Ankeny's been very deliberate trying to limit the number of possessions I think that Dowling has because of Dowling's offense. They just have to be able to hit some shots.
Now 5 in the shot clock. A long three, top of the key, no good by Keene. Rebound Dowling, and here's Zediker with 15 seconds to go. Dowling will hold for the final shot. Shot clock turned off. 20 to 11. Maroons by 9. And now here's a steal and a bad pass. Shatville with the steal and an uncontested layup. Good. Steal and basket by Kyla Shatville. That's her first 2 points of the night. And we go into halftime with Dowling leading 20 to 13 over the Ankeny Hawkettes. And what seemed like the Maroons may hold for one ended up being a steal for Shatveld and a basket. So instead of a 9-point lead with the potential of a 11-point lead, Ankeny closes the gap to 7.
Yeah, that was a big defensive stand there by Ankeny. Dowling with a 9-point lead could make it double digits. and they only scored 2 points in the quarter up until that point. Nice defensive play by the Ankeny girl, making the steal, and drove down, hit the layup. It's a 7-point game, so they played probably, I won't say as poorly as they can, but it probably wasn't their best quarter that they had, and yet they're only down 7. So
all right,
at plus.
We're at halftime. Our score: Dowling 20 and Ankeny 13 here in the girls contest. Alongside Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Hamadale. We'll come back with our halftime guests, Ray Blaze and Eddie Marr. We'll talk more with them after this 1-minute break along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Faith Check with Greg Ewell on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Welcome to Faith Check. You know, Jesus warned us not to babble on like the pagans, who thought they'd be heard because of their many words. Jesus was certainly warning against empty prayers not said from the heart, but he was not condemning any and all structured prayer or rituals, as some suggest. Jewish worship in the synagogue had repetitious liturgical prayer, and Jesus participated in it. The Jews prayed Psalm 136 as a litany, which repeats the phrase, "His love endures forever," over 25 times. And of course, most of our songs are simply structured prayers set to music. Rituals and rote prayers have immense value enabling God's people to pray together. They can also be helpful when praying alone, especially if you're going through a spiritual dry spell and don't have much spontaneous inspiration. So we should use structured prayer in our worship, but also heed Jesus' warning not to go through the motions mindlessly, but always strive to worship with our whole heart, mind, and strength. This is Greg Ewell for Faith Check.
How long do we got? 8 minutes.
And welcome back to the Ankeny High School gym. Halftime of the girls contest. And Dowling girls leading 20-13 over the Ankeny Hawkettes. Mark Hamadale, Mike Burkert bringing you tonight's game as we are courtside, literally, where the baseline and sideline meet with our broadcast location. And joined now by a couple of guests. One I've talked to many times, and that is Coach Eddie Marr when he was at Dowling. We kind of go way back. But Ray Blaze, we have the voice of reason amongst us three. And Ray, thanks for joining us and welcome.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mark.
Well, you're involved with some podcasting and some things that are going on with the podcast world, and I wanted you to come back on. We've talked about the Catholic Worker House before.
Yes.
I have no idea why you drugged this guy from the south side of Des Moines up here, but that's another. We'll let him tell his story. But Ray, talk about what's going on. And the last time I was involved with you, I ended up having sitting in with your podcast about Dowling football when the Jim Williams era was brought forward. And Eddie's dad was part of that coaching staff originally, but we'll talk more about that in a moment. But get our listeners caught up, Ray.
Well, my neighbor is a guy named Dan Hull, and he runs the Ankeny Fanatic web page, and he's a sports reporter, used to work for the Register. And, through Dan, I've become aware that Ankeny has a tremendous presence as far as sports reporting for the two high schools and the Christian school. And Dan covers almost all of those sports: volleyball, football, basketball, track, cross country, tennis. He's there for every event. And they post stories on the Ankeny Fanatic webpage. You ought to take a look at it. I'm not here to promote Ankeny, but I'm a little jealous of the coverage that Ankeny sports gets that I don't see Dowling getting. And so part of what my neighbor does is a podcast, along with his other sports reporting. And so it occurred to me that there is a pent-up demand out there for this kind of information. And so in December, we got 4 members of the 67 and 68 Dowling Championship football team together.
And I can name, excuse me, Ray, I can name them, Eddie. Ed Follett, Kelly Cornish, Tom DeCio, and Frank Sonny Cadero.
Quite some football players back in that day.
Well, we all joined Ray at his place up here in Ankeny. Go ahead, Ray.
And we posted that to the old Dowling Facebook page, which has 1,600 members. It's a page that's only available by invitation, and so there's 16 old 1,600 old-timers like us that subscribe to that subscribe to that page.
I don't see any old-timers.
Us?
Anyway, we've had almost 300 views of that podcast on the old Dowling.
Now they all know that you're the ramrod for all this, Ray Blaze. So what's your feedback been? It's been good or bad?
It's been very positive. And this past Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, I had 5 members of the Steparettes drill team from the 60s at my house, and we recorded a second episode that we're going to post on the Old Dowling webpage. We're looking for a platform that has more potential listeners, and to do that, we'd probably have to get some cooperation from the Dowling administration.
Well, that is true, but this guy right here is a pretty good platform in his own right, Mr. Eddie Marr, coach.
So far, Ray has kind of brought back all the old parties he had from the 60s.
Yes, he has.
So he brought in the Separettes from the old St. Joseph's Academy, brought in all the 67, 68 football guys. Coach Cadero, is he the coach then? Coach Cadero, the coach? Coach Cadero?
He was a baseball coach.
Baseball coach, yeah. So
and actually, Frank, his son Frank, has suggested that we do a podcast featuring players that played on his dad's baseball team. I think that's a wonderful idea.
So Ray's on to something, Mark, in that there's a lot of history. There's a lot of history at Dowling and St. Joseph's Academy. There's a lot of great stories out there. There's been some phenomenal teachers, coaches, religious and non-religious folks out there. There's been some great folks that have gone on to alumni of Dowling High School, gone to do some phenomenal things around the world.
Absolutely,
right? In so many ways, and bringing those stories to light, I think, could be great for both Dowling and the community. And Ray's blazing the trail on that right now.
I am all for that. Now, what I want our listeners to find out is, Ray, how can people get involved with this? Who do they contact to get more of these podcasts going? And whether it's you facilitating it or Coach Morrow here, who he mentioned fine teachers and coaches. Well, he's to my right. He did that for many years at Dowling, baseball, football, you name it. But how can people get involved?
Well, they can send me an email, and be glad to get that information out. This is all, by the way, to promote learning about the work of the Des Moines Catholic Worker House and our charity, which is the Friends of the Des Moines Catholic Worker House. And our address, if you'd like to make a donation, is Post Office Box 1386, Ankeny, Iowa 50021, or our webpage, friendsofcatholicworker.com. There's a PayPal button if you want to make a digital contribution. But my email address, if you have ideas for a podcast, my email is blazing, BLZINGSDL, blazing saddle, at AOL.com.
Perfect. We're going to give out Eddie's cell number and email address. I still have that.
Sure, let me get it. Let me get it for you.
777-4040. Call that anytime.
He didn't give the area code, so they'll leave that up to. Well, Ray, we only got about another 40 seconds here, and I appreciate you coming along. This guy over here, you brought him up from the south side. Eddie Morrow, how you been?
I've been doing great.
You look great.
Mark, I thank you. I appreciate it. Got my passport renewed, so I was able to leave the south side this afternoon. I did have to go through a couple checkpoints to get here. Reminding me of John Hayes an awful lot, so in honor of John Hayes, I got my stamp.
God bless him.
And left the south side for this great event. When I got here, the score was 9-9, so I brought a little good luck to the club. We're up 20-13.5. The girls look like they're had a good solid second quarter, so looking forward to a good second half.
Well, gentlemen, thanks for all you do. Ray Blaze, you're the ramrod behind this. So podcasting, Ray Blaze, and you have the information. We'll pass that along when we can too. All right, guys?
Mark, thank you very much.
Eddie Morrow, good to see you.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks for coming up. And we'll take a break, fellas, as We're about ready for the start of the third quarter. It's Dowling 20, Ankeny 13. Back in 1 minute. Well, on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Mercy One. We all want to live our best life. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care when and where you need it. Schedule online at mercyone.org.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. ashworthvision.com.
Support for programming funded by Blessman International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmaninternational.org.
KWKY Des Moines, KIHS Adel, KCSL Spencer.
And we're back here at the Ankeny Gym and underway here in the third quarter. Here's a shot in the lane good by Layla Tritton as the Maroons now have run off 5 straight points to lead at 25-13. 12-point lead for Dowling here in the second half. Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert, thanks to Ray Blaze and Eddie Marl for joining us at halftime. I talk about some events they have going on with podcasting and some of the Dowling sports. And we're back to live action as we got our numbers totaled. And when we get a break, we'll mention our scoring and our statistics. Zedeker with the basketball. Dowling going south to north towards us here as we're underneath the north basket on the baseline. And a turnover by the Maroons as Zedeker turns it over. So the Hawkettes the other way. In the front court is Jayla Williams. Gets it over in the corner to Baldwin on the left wing. Back up top to Gage. Dowling staying man-to-man. We haven't seen any zone tonight. And now in the lane, Gage, a shot partially blocked by Olsen. And a rebound Dowling. Here's Zedeker underneath and draws the foul. And she'll go to the free throw line for 2. And Mike Burkert will let you get some of the first half statistics in with 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, the first half, Dowling was 6 of 19, 31%. And Ankeny was 5 out of 23 for 22%. The difference in the game has been Dowling was 5 of 12 from three-point range, and Ankeny was 1 out of 9. Turnovers are pretty equal. Rebounds are about equal. Free throws are equal, but it's the the three-pointers. Actually, Ava's 3 three-pointers in that second quarter have made the difference.
Zedeker at the free throw line goes 1 for 2, and she is Dowling's leading scorer with 15 points right now as the Maroons lead at 26-13. Dowling has doubled the score against the Hawkettes. Now Hawkettes with the ball. Jayla Williams in the right block. Gets underneath the basket, kicks it out. Corner 3 up, and no good by Shatville from the left corner. Rebound Dowling. Outlet pass to Katie Moeller. Tried to find her sister Ellie, and he overthrew the pass. Incomplete. Well, that's football term. You can't use that.
That was incomplete.
It was incomplete. Timeout called by Ankeny. Nathan Tobey in his second year, assisted by Gary Birdwell, Cody Myers, and Laura Reese. They call a timeout. Dowling leading 26-13 with 5:34 to go here in the third quarter. Let's take a look at the scoring. In the first half for the visitors from Dowling Catholic, we mentioned Ava Zedeker had 11 points at halftime. She now has 15. And Ava tonight has made 4 threes. She made 7 Friday night against Waukee Northwest. She already has 4 and leads Dowling in scoring with 15 points. She's followed by Katie Muller with 6 points on a pair of three-pointers. 4 points for Layla Tritton. 1 point for Ellie Muller. And Ellie Olsen has not scored. And off the bench, Macy Harden has not scored. Dowling was 1 for 2 at the free throw line. They are now 2 of 4 at the line tonight. For Ankeny, their leading scorer is Jayla Williams with 4 points at halftime. Or chuck that. Ainsley Keene with 5 points. Williams with 4 points. 2 points for Kayla Shatveld and 2 points for Savannah Gage. Allison Hawkins and Jade Moser did not score, and neither did Jenna Hallbrook, who came in. The Hawkettes were 2 for 2 at the free throw line in the first half, and the other starter, Reagan Baldwin, has not scored yet for the Hawks, or the Hawkettes, and now whistling a foul. on Dowling's offensive position. Foul will be on Gage, her third.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Mark, Ava Zedeker has 4 threes, and it's a 13-point difference. So without those threes, it'd be a 1-point game.
Ava with 28 made threes on the season. Here's another three. It's no good from the right wing by Ava. Rebound Ankeny, and she is just trailing Layla Tritton for the team lead. Layla leads the Dowling in made threes with 29, and Zedeker is right on her with 28. Now whistling a foul on Tritton as the Hawkettes had the basketball, and free throws coming for the Hawkettes and Ainsley Keene.
Yeah, when I think about what I just said, let's see, 12, 13, that probably a third grader could have figured that one out.
Dowling with a substitution here in the second half. Macy Harnden, number 33, checking in. She'll replace Ellie Olson. As free throws coming now by Keene, and the second free throw is good. Keene with 7 points as she goes 2 for 2 at the line, 4 for 4 on the night. And she has, again, 7 points to lead Ankeny. Now the Maroons work it inside. And Tritton gets inside, shoots and scored. Layla Tritton with her 6th point of the night. Or check that. Call that a 3.
Yeah, that was a 3.
The long threes. And now Ankeny on the other end. And what do we have here?
I think Ava got the rebound and then
stepped out on the sideline.
Fell out of bounds there.
So turnover against Dowling. It'll be Ankeny basketball underneath their own basket. 4.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Our score, Dowling 29, Ankeny 15. Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert tonight. Brady Grimm, our studio producer. Ankeny High School. We're all here before the big snowstorm settles into central Iowa here later on tonight. A long three, up and good by Keene. And what a night by Ainsley. That's her 10th point and her second three of the night. She now has 31 made threes on the year. 29-18, Dowling by 11. Here's Harnden underneath. Her shot up, rolls out, no good. Rebound Baldwin and Ankeny. Outlet pass goes to Gage. Hawkettes now. Gage will launch the three. It's no good. Ball slapped around and Harnden comes away with it. Lead pass to Ellie Moeller. Her shot up and good. Great pass by Harnden to Ellie Moeller, and that is just Ellie's first field goal of the night.
That was a transition. They got a rebound on a missed shot. It was a couple dribbles and a long pass, and he had a layup.
Ellie Moeller with 3 points. Now a near steal by Tritton, but Keene retrieves it. Now to Gage in the baseline. Working against Katie Moeller. Follow away jumper. It's blocked by Katie Moeller. Katie dribbles in the front court. Looking for a lane. Now goes down the right side. Pull-up jumper, no good. Too strong. And the rebound out to Ankeny. Hawkettes with it in the front court. North to south. All the way down is Williams. Layup good. Strong move by Jayla Williams as she shoots and scores. And that is her 6th point of the night. 31-20. Dowling's lead is 11. Now Zedeker underneath. Her shot up and good. The basket will count and the foul on Jayla Williams. That'll be her second. And Zedeker hits the floor and picks up her 16th and 17th point, and we'll have an and one here. 3:01 to go, 33-20 Dowling, and strong move by Zedeker. And she got a floor burn to show for it, Mike.
And a bruise, I think. She nailed that. I think she dented the floor when she got smacked down there.
And free throw, no good. Zedeker tonight 1 for 3 at the line, had 17 points. 33-20, Dowling by 13. 2 minutes, 50 seconds remaining, third quarter. Don't forget, boys game to follow here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. And here is Williams for 3, good. Coming off a ball screen at the top of the key, and Jayla Williams shoots and scores her first 3 of the night. She has 9 points. 33-23, the Dowling lead is 10, and now the ball tipped out of bounds on a reverse pass by Dowling. Zedeker will throw it in. Maroons have led by as many as 13 and have trailed by as many as 1. There's quite the range there, Coach.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a big defensive possession for Ankeny. If they can get a stop here, come down to scoring, cut it down to single digits, which will be important as we get down to the end of the third quarter.
Well, the Hawkettes have tried their best to keep Dowling from their transition offense. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Zediker on the baseline. Finds Harden. She'll shoot the 3 and it's partially blocked. Rebound comes out from Williams. The Hawkettes on the roll. Chatfield in the front court. Leaves it for Baldwin. Her underhand shot no good. Rebound Ellie Moeller. Good defense that time by Harden. The lead pass to Zediker. Threw it away. A little too far. It'll be Ankeny basketball with 1:52 to go in the third quarter. 33-23. Our score remains. Dowling by 10 here in this girls' contest. We've had spurts of coast-to-coast basketball with the lid on the basket and the lid off the basket. And that's the last bit has been with the lid on the basket, Mike. Nobody has scored.
Yeah, nobody's. This film is not going to go up for a shooting clinic, that's for sure. Which is in stark contrast to the game against Northwest last week.
Unbelievable. Now Mosier underneath. Her left-handed shot up no good. We don't try to go around Ellie Moeller. And the rebound out to Ellie Moeller. And at 20 to play. Dowling offense coming towards us. They go right to left. Underneath they find Olsen. Her shot blocked underneath by Jayla Williams. Rebound Keene. Ainsley in the front court for Ankeny with 1:10 to play here in the third quarter. Hawkettes trying to get the Dowling lead to single digits. Here's Keene underneath, puts up a shot and draws a foul. Foul will be on Tritton. And on Layla, that'll be her second foul. With 61 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, and we got a timeout called by Dowling. It'll be a full timeout. We will take it with them. 61 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Our score, Dowling 33 and the Ankeny Hawkettes 23. Alongside Mike Burkert, Mark Amadale will return in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Mercy One is proud to support Iowa Catholic Radio. Mercy One has convenient locations right in your neighborhood. From unexpected illnesses to regular checkups, Mercy One is here for you. Schedule online at mercyone.org.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com, 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
And welcome back to the Ankeny Gym. Mark Amadale alongside Mike Burkert out of the Dowling timeout. Free throws coming for Ainsley Keene. Her first free throw is good. She's now 5 for 5 on the night at the line. 33-24 Dowling. Second free throw good. Keene is 6 for 6 and has 9 points. Or check that, 12 points.
And during that timeout, Mark can give you a weather update, too.
Well, found out Dowling does not have school tomorrow. So all you Dowling parents and families, no school tomorrow. That came through thanks to Mr. Miklo, one of the administrators, sending that out to the parent line, which I'm part of. One of many school districts that will not have school tomorrow is Dowling. We know that Urbandale and Johnson canceled early before we went on the air. 30 seconds remaining as a shot in the lane, no good by Katie Muller. Dowling by 8, 33-25. Ainsley Keene with 12 points to lead Ankeny. And the Hawkettes are going to hold for the last shot as the shot clock and game clock about a 2-second differential. There's 5 on the shot clock, 7 on the game clock. There's Williams with it. Dribbles baseline is cut off. And there'll be a shot clock violation, but time went off the clock, and that's not right. They're going to put some time back on the clock, I believe. There should be about 2.5 to 3 seconds remaining, so officials now will Well, they're not going to put anything back in the clock.
I'm not sure they can.
They can if they see it. There they go, 2.4.
There you go.
We don't have the shot. They can't use the video.
Yeah.
They inbound it to Zedeker, and she'll launch the half-court shot. It's no good off the backboard, and we've come to the end of the third quarter with the score. Dowling Catholic 33, the Ankeny Hawkettes 25. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of these two top 15 teams in Class 5A. Second-ranked Dowling 33, 15th-ranked Ankeny 25. Back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. ashworthvision.com.
Support for programming funded by Blessman International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmaninternational.org.
And welcome back to the Ankeny Gym. As we're in the fourth quarter of the girls contest, Ankeny will have the ball first. Dowling 33, Ankeny 25. Mark Amadale alongside Mike Burkert. Brady Grimm, our studio producer. Hawkettes a long three by Shatville, no good. Offensive rebound, Williams, her putback no good, and a whistle and a foul on Dowling. We're going to get Zedeker for the foul. Or Tritton. So Tritton will pick up her third foul. And free throws coming for Ankeny's Jayla Williams. And the first free throw no good. That's the first missed free throw of the Hawkettes tonight. They were 6 of 6 until Williams missed that free throw. Dowling led by Ava Zedeker, 17 points. Katie Muller with 6. Second free throw no good. Maroons are 2 of 5 at the free throw line tonight through 3 quarters. Ankeny now 6 of 8 at the free throw line. Hawkettes led in scoring by Ainsley Keene's 12 points. Now here's Katie Muller for 3, and it's good. That's her third 3 of the night. And Katie with 9 points. 36-25, Dowling by 11. The Maroons have led by as many as 13 points in this contest. That happened in the second half. Ankeny's largest lead was 1 point back in the first quarter. Now a turnover by the Hawkettes. We'll keep it here. We'll get our statistics in as timeout called by Ankeny. 36-25 Dowling. With 7:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Mike Burkert, our statistics through 3 quarters.
Yeah, through 3 quarters. Well, in the third quarter, Dowling was 5 out of 12, 42%. Hit 2 out of 3 threes. 1 of 3 from the foul line. Ankeny was 3 out of 12, 25%, but they hit 2 threes, which were important to kind of close the gap, and they were 4-4 from the free throw line. Dowling did extend the 20-13 to 7-point halftime lead up to 8 at the end of the third quarter. And Dowling has come out and scored they scored a 3 to start the quarter, and then but Ankeny has thrown the ball away a couple times and missed a couple free throws. So again, Ankeny had closed the gap down to single digits. Gave up a long 3 by Katie Muller. And then threw the ball away.
They had it down to 8 at the end of the quarter, which is what you want. If you're trailing by double digits, you got it down to single digits by the fourth quarter, and that's what Coach Toby and his group did.
Yeah, I think he just needs to talk about getting a stop here. Dowling's made a couple changes, or 1 change at least offensively. I think Olivia Meredith is in now, so.
For the first time tonight, Olivia Meredith, you mentioned that. Number 31, a 5'8 junior for the Maroons. She has the ball now. Both teams have defensively played man-to-man. Here's Ellie Muller, and she has the ball stolen away by Gage, and a whistle and a foul on Dowling. I think they're going to get Meredith for the reach-in. And they are. So Olivia Meredith with her first foul.
Yeah, Ellie tried to started drive off the top of the circle, and Gage got her hand there and knocked it away, and Olivia reached in and probably saved an easy layup.
Scoring-wise for the Maroons, we mentioned Ava Zedeker leading away with 17 points. Katie Muller with 9 points. 7 points for Layla Tritton. Ellie Muller with 3 points. Ellie Olsen has not scored, and neither has Macy Harnden off the bench for the Maroons. Ankeny with the ball, trailing by 11. And now a near steal by Dowling. Now stolen away by Dowling. Ball slapped around. Tritton picks it up. Leads a fast break. And Layla down the lane. Layup good. Tritton got the loose ball and picked it up and scored. And she now has 9 points for the Maroons. Ankeny with the ball. Here's Keene coming off a ball screen. Now puts up a 3. It's off the mark. No good. Rebound Katie Muller. Hawkettes are led by Ainsley Keene with 12 points. 9 points for Jayla Williams. Savannah Gaines has been held to 2 points. Chatfield has 2 points. And Reagan Baldwin yet to score. Now here's Tritton on the baseline, working against Chatfield and draws the foul. And on Chatfield, that'll be her first foul. And free throws coming for Layla Tritton here, Mike Burkert.
Yeah, she hits these 2 free throws that give them a 15-point lead. And Ankeny's had some difficulty scoring, and that's going to be tough to overcome.
First free throw good by Layla Tritton, who has 10 points tonight, another one in double figures.
Looks like they feel like Layla can post her person up, and that's what they've done the last couple of times down the floor. And if they've doubled down, she's kicked the ball out for a 3.
Second free throw good by Tritton. She has 11 points. The other way we go. Ankeny with the ball. Corner 3 by Baldwin, no good. Rebound Dowling. The Maroons get their fast break going. And Muller's pass to Meredith. And a layup good by Olivia Meredith. 42-25. Dowling by 17. This is their largest lead of the night. Here in the fourth quarter with 5.5 minutes remaining. Hawkettes running their offense. Chatfield with it. Left wing goes to Baldwin. Dribbles to the free throw line. Swings it over to the right wing. Corner 3, it's no good by Chatfield. The ball goes out of bounds right where Chatfield shot it. She started heading down court and goes out of bounds to Dowling with 5:15 to go.
Yeah, so far in the fourth quarter, Ankeny has had 6 possessions, shot 4 threes, and turned the ball over twice.
All right. Dowling the other way with the basketball. All the way down. A shot up and no good. And Keene with the rebound. Ainsley Keene, the 5'10 junior. Now they lob it inside the Baldwin. They threw it away. Ankeny roster has 4 seniors, 6 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. And tonight they started 4 juniors and the senior Gage. So they got most of their lineup returning next year for head coach Nate Tobey. They will begin postseason action. Again, up next for both Ankeny and Dowling girls. Well, they'll find out tomorrow as the postseason. Ankeny will be a 2 seed. Dowling will be a 1 seed. And top of the key for 3 again is Ava Zedeker. And now she is tied for the team lead with Layla Tritton with 29. That is her 5th 3 of the night. Wow. Zedeker with 20 points and counting.
Dowling has started the first 4 minutes on a 12-0 run to start this. To
start the fourth quarter?
Yep.
Yeah, it was 33-25. Yeah, you're exactly right. We're getting
pieces of the bleachers here handed to us.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's good or bad. We're not sitting in them, so I guess it's good.
Yeah.
But others may not be. I'll just put them here. Our thanks to Andy, one of the super fan for Dowling. Had a nice little article in the paper on Sunday. Now Ankeny with the ball. Williams has the ball stolen away by Zedeker. 45-25, Dowling by 24 minutes remaining. Zedeker now picks up her dribble right wing and a timeout Dowling. With 26 on the shot clock. 30-second timeout called by the Maroons. I want to recognize our sponsors with the Maroons leading 45-25. 3:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Fast Signs in Clive. Mercy One, Steffen's Formal Wear, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Hey, if you stop by and support our sponsors, let them know what a great job Mike Burkert has done all year covering for me here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network girls basketball games.
You're too kind.
But it's true. We all know it. It's true. You look down, you miss something, and all right, color guy, what happened?
Oh, Dowling has come out and they've scored 5 of their first 7 possessions.
Of the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter,
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, it was a 12-0 run, and the next about minute or so, I think will tell if Ankeny can get a couple of stops here and can score. Although Dowling looks like.
Again, our officials tonight: Chris Thomas, Travis Graven, and Grant Mandernack. Doing an excellent job. They'll be back for the boys' game, which we'll have here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Dowling and Ankeny. Runes. Here's Tritton. Neither had her shot blocked, but Meredith came up with the pass from Tritton. Layla was able to get it to her. And Olivia Meredith, 4 points off the bench here in the fourth quarter. And the Maroons' lead is now up to 22 points, 47-25.
14-0 run to start the fourth quarter here by Dowling.
Savannah Gage with it, lobs it inside to Mosier. Jade can't attempt the shot, so she kicks it out in the baseline and threw it away. Turnover against the Hawkettes with 3:23 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Again, Dowling and Ankeny will await their postseason assignments tomorrow from the Iowa High School Girls Athletic Union, as classes 4A and 5A will get their assignments. Dowling will be more than likely a 2 seed. Ankeny will be, or rather, Dowling will be a 1 seed, ranked second, and the Hawkettes will definitely be a 2 seed when it all comes out. Two teams may meet each other in the same regional. You don't know. 15 on the shot clock, and Zedeker nearly had the ball stolen. Here's Katie Muller with the ball, backs in with 10 on the shot clock to Zedeker, who's guarded by Williams. Jada in the lane, tries to get it to Olsen. It's tipped away, out of bounds. Turnover against Dowling. Zedeker had enough dribble penetration in the lane that she's better off shooting it than trying to find Ole on the right block.
Yeah, that was a very tough angle that she was trying to get that ball inside on. Like you said, she was probably about 8 feet away, and if she just turned, she was either going to get a nice shot off or she was going to get fouled.
All right, Keene with it for Ankeny as they dribble towards the south basket here at Ankeny High School. I want to thank all the folks here at Ankeny for helping us with our broadcast setup. Tom Day, Mike Baker, the AD, Tom Day, and Lee Nelson, who comes over and helps from middle school athletic director, former Indianola AD, and Lisa Meeker in the office here. Appreciate all their help tonight. 1 on the shot clock. Long 3, no good by Williams from the right baseline. Rebound out to Dowling, and now here's Zedeker for 3. It's no good. And we have the Dowling boys basketball team entering the game. We're going to weave through that. And they get out of the way. Rebound out to Ankeny with under 2 minutes to play.
The first group got through. Comes second group.
Second group making their way through. And of course, it's Charlie Crane and the 6'6" and above guys. Mosier underneath, her shot no good. Williams with the rebound, put back up and good for Williams. Jayla Williams with her 11th point. And a timeout called by, I believe, Dowling. For substitution.
That breaks about an 8.5 minute spell that Ankeny did not score.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Wow, from the third quarter into the fourth quarter.
That's true.
All right, minute 39 remaining. Whole bunch of new Maroons come into the contest. 47-27, Dowling by 20. Maroons have led by as many as 22 here in the fourth quarter. Kate Clendenin, 5'4" freshman in the lineup. Dribbles in the front court. She and Emerson Flattery, another freshman at 5'6", gets to Meredith in the lane. Olivia kicks it back out to Sophia. Anthony Bodie, and a turnover by Dowling as it's stolen away by Allison Hawkins. Hawkettes in the front court. Final minute 10. With it is Grace Buke. Buke's pass stolen away by Sophia Anthony Bodie all the way down, and she draws the foul. Foul will be on Holbrook. And on Jenna, that'll be her first, and free throws coming for the Maroons.
You can make some money here charging a toll.
A lot of traffic, because you know why? The ball rack's right over by us, and both teams are coming for it.
I know.
Sophia Anthony Bodie at the free throw line. First free throw, no good. Tonight's game in the Iowa Catholic Radio Network brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic. And the second free throw good by Anthony Bodie. So she has 1 point in the scorebook. 57 seconds remaining. And now the Ankeny boys basketball team in front of us. And now ball slapped around, kicked off by Jade Mosier. The Hawks now with 30 on the shot clock. Bounce pass underneath to Hallbrook, and it's out of bounds too.
Yes.
Hey guys. Grab All right, Hawkettes with the basketball. And whistling a foul on Dowling. They're going to get Flattery for her first foul. 41 seconds remaining, 48-27. Dowling by 21. Free throws coming. Or rather, no, it's out of bounds. That is the 14th foul on Dowling. Mosier underneath. Her shot off the glass, no good. And now free throws coming for Ankeny with 35 seconds remaining. Foul on Meredith, and that'll be Olivia's second foul. And free throws coming for Mosier. For Ankeny, Jade Mosier will get 2 shots here with 35 seconds remaining. First free throw no good. Mosier 1 of 9 on the season. Tonight's game in the Iowa Catholic Radio Network brought to you in part by Mercy One, Fast Signs in Clive, the Catholic Tuition Organization, and Skeffington's Formal Wear. Second free throw coming by Mosier is no good. Ball slapped out of bounds. It'll be Ankeny basketball with 34 seconds remaining. Once this game is over, we will go to our post-game show. We'll take about a minute break and come back and give you the numbers for game 1, and we'll preview the boys contest. Jimmy Cataldo has made his way from the south side to Ankeny. Hawkettes with the basketball. Spolstra with it. It's Faith Spolstra on the line, on the ground, and ball stolen away by Kate Clendenin and Dowling. Down to Meredith, and her shot up and no good. Officials look at each other. Are going to give it a common foul or an intentional foul? And they're going to give it a common foul there. I know they were thinking about it.
At least we can see at this end now.
So
these guys that make good doors and walls.
Yeah. Riley Kaiser picked up the foul for Ankeny. Olivia Meredith to the free throw line for Dowling. Meredith with 4 points tonight, make it 5. 18 seconds remaining, 49-27. Dowling with ties its largest lead of 22 points. Second free throw, good. Make it a 23-point lead, and Olivia Meredith off the bench with 6 points. In the front court is Hawkins. In the corner it goes to Hallbrook for the Hawkettes. Final 10 seconds. They lob it inside to Riley Kaiser, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Ankeny basketball with 6 seconds remaining in the contest. Shot clock turned off here in the fourth quarter. 50-27. Dowling leading Ankeny. Hawkettes inbound the ball. With it is Spolstra. Puts up a shot in the lane. Is partially blocked by Clendenin, out of bounds, and that'll do it. Final score, Dowling 50 and the Ankeny Hawkettes 27. And the regular season concludes for both of these teams. The Dowling girls head to the postseason with a record of 18-3. The Maroons have won 5 in a row going into the postseason, which begins in 11 days. Dowling has won 13 of their last 14 games. For Ankeny, the Hawkettes close out the regular season with a record of 9-12. They've lost 3 of their last 4 games. And both teams will be awaiting their postseason assignments, which will come tomorrow on Wednesday from the Girls Union in Class 5A. Again, the final in Game 1, Dowling 50, Ankeny 27. Alongside Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Amadale. We will take a 2-minute break and return to the Ankeny Gym for our postgame show here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Faith Check with Greg Yule on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
On this Faith Check, let's talk about the Holy Eucharist. Catholics believe that the bread and wine are more than just symbolic reminders. By the power of God working through the priest, they are transformed into Christ's body and blood. Our Lord taught, unless you eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you do not have life within you. The Jews scoffed at this and asked, "How can he give us his flesh to eat?" Even his disciples said, "This is a hard saying," and many stopped following him. Now, when genuine misunderstandings occurred in the Gospels, Jesus corrected his listeners. But Jesus meant what he said and did not back down. "My flesh is food indeed, and my blood is drink indeed. He who eats my flesh and drinks my blood has eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day." For 2,000 years, the Eucharist has been the heart of the Catholic faith. In fact, the early Christians said, "Without the Eucharist we cannot live," preferring to risk their lives rather than to miss the Mass. Today, he invites each one of us to receive his very flesh and blood. This is Greg Ewell for Faith Check.
Mercy One is proud to support Iowa Catholic Radio. Mercy One helps you live your best life. Find personalized care for you and your loved ones at mercyone.org.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line? It's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.